Hello everyone, welcome to OnyxEarth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another timeless pick a card reading. I know that it says summer on the image where you're selecting your piles, but it could be this summer, next summer, anytime, any timeline, as long as we're referring to the season of summer, right? So it could be summer fling, summer love, an evolution of a connection, a new relationship, anything that comes through, we're gonna talk about it, but we're also gonna keep it short and sweet this time. I'm not gonna be able to show you any images or refer to any images for the piles, so you're gonna have to go back into the intro. It is the last slide. Pause it, meditate on it if you haven't done so in the thumbnail. Select your piles and I'll see you there. All right, pile one, let me get a good shuffle in. I'm gonna pull from the Psychic Tarot deck, and I have 3 love-based oracle decks. I would like to select one card from each of those, and I wanna pull an advice oracle card for you as well at the end. So let's get into it. Your summer love, what's going on for pile one as it relates to the summertime and their love lives? I love this energy. So this is Pisces energy on the table, the High Priestess, which is intuition in this deck. I'm not gonna lie, some of you, it's giving sneaky link. It really is, just a little bit. So just immediately, it is very secretive, very subtle, very quiet energy. So one thing I just want to mention, because it is random and I don't always have my coasters out, like sometimes I'll be drinking water. This little coin thing right there, it looks a lot like my coaster. I actually have the darker colored one, so I don't know, it may be related to some drinks, like you may meet someone for drinks, you may that kicks something off, or you may spend a lot of time drinking this summer. I don't know, but just something like the fact that it laid there. You know what, I actually have a darker one so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't want this to get too long, but it wasn't that far. So like, you see what I'm saying? Like it kind of looks like that. And these are coasters. So yeah, that just stood out to me. And I don't normally have these around the readings. So back to the point, it is very quiet, private, 12th house energy. So you may have 12th house synastry with this person, Pisces energy. So again, just like in the thumbnail and whatnot, it could be beach related, right? Because Pisces is a water sign. It could be water related. It could be themed around rain. It could be themed around, like, I'm hearing waterfalls and water, like springs. Could be, like I said, the beach, things like that. So definitely like a really private energy, but though, like I said, it feels like outside to some degree, but it's deeply private. It's not like, you might not tell people, you might not share it with your friends, they may not share it with their friends. Let me see if I can get 2 more to clarify with this energy. But I will say that with that intuition card, like your summer flings, like you're not gonna be a person, like it's not gonna be a series of hookups this summer. It's gonna be a very specific, continuous hookup, like a very specific person with that deeply intuitive, deeply private, quiet energy, right? It's somebody that you're going to want to merge into, and someone that's going to want to merge into you, whether or not you're committed, right? It's not even necessarily about commitment. It's just that deep soul urging for another person, like that instant attraction or deep attraction to someone very specific. And I'm not gonna lie, it's given 18 plus, but that's not this reading. I don't want to flag this reading with that topic, but lots of 18 plus adult action here. And obviously when we're talking about summer love, that makes sense. But I have a video in mind, so I don't want to dig deeper into that. So just stand by for that video. That video is coming soon, very specifically 18 plus, about the fling itself. But right now we're going to stick to the love and the deeply personal aspect of this connection that you're dealing with this summer. So let me get another card. That's way too many. And oops, I almost knocked everything over just like the cards. But the thing about the cards that flew out, I saw a lot of fives, pile one. So it's chaotic. It's very passionate, fast-paced energy. So while that 12th house energy is arguably very slow moving, there's a lot of intensity associated with you and this person that you're dealing with this summer or next summer. Let me get one more. And it's deeply private because it's very hard. It's hard for me to get another card. I might give up in a second. No, I'm not. Okay, so I got the 2 cards that I was looking for, but as soon as I said I'm about to give up, 2 cards jumped into my hand, so that may be relevant. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Universe, number 21, the last of the major arcana, which is interesting that you have 2 major arcana cards on the table. This is also the World card traditionally. Okay, completion. So as soon as I talk about giving up on pulling more cards, I get the completed cycle, right? So this person may be here to change some aspect of you, to develop you in some way. It may be life-changing, whether it's permanent, like it could be a permanent connection, like a long-term connection, or just something short for the duration of the summer that kind of changes you for the better, right? And then you have number 6, which is moving on, which furthers that idea, right, of learning, growing, evolving, something that you need to leave behind. I could see this person, again, because it is a very specific person coming in, or that's around this summer, really providing a lot of clarity, right? Helping you answer questions that you've had yourself, within yourself, but you haven't quite addressed, right? With that 12th house energy, it's aspects of yourself that you're not familiar with, that you're not as developed in consciously, aspects of yourself that you may hide, be ashamed of, or again, just literally lack the self-awareness to, I guess the word would be pursue, right? You have the Ace of Wands, which is passion ignited. Like I said, lots of passion. Look at that heart chakra energy being lit right there. Yeah, this is a person that's really going to open you up. I don't want to go further into the 18 plus vibes, but I will say this is, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you opened up the next reading that's going to come, because it's lots of passion, very X-rated energy. Like this is a person that you're going to explore one another in an adult level, to the point where you develop one another again at an adult level, because that's not this kind of reading, right? It's not this kind of reading, but I love this for you, Power One, but this is not the kind of reading that we're talking about, right? Moving on, passion ignited, especially if you or them have been celibate for quite some time. That's the kind of energy that we're having right here, where it's deeply, deeply passionate. Like I said, this is someone that is going to change you forever. This is a person that even if down the line it's not like a thing, if it was just intended to be like a summer fling, you'll still like think back on it, right? Because of the stage of life you were in, because of how evolved you came out of that situation, okay? So let me pull from these romance-based decks, because at this point there's not much that I can talk to you about this pile without it going in a direction that I'm saving for the next video. Let's see. I'm like bending the cards. Let me adjust. And I just saw deception as well. So this is some real secretive energy right now. Because like I said, I saw deception. Codependency is at the bottom. So again, is giving spending your whole summer with this person, even if at the end of summer, like you two move on, like if you're like in a foreign country or something, like you two just clinging to one another for the period of time that you're with, right? And if this is a long-term connection, it's that 12th house synastry of not wanting to be without one another, really that heavy merging, forgetting where one person begins and the other ends energy. But this right here, let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So I will say it's also that intuition, that helping you see the aspects of yourself that you're not as familiar with from this person. But it's also giving that you, again, maybe you're out with friends, maybe this is a person you meet through your friends, through other people in your social circle. So it's just feeling like while it's a deeply private thing, other people may be how you come into contact. So like it really is giving sneaky link to the point of like everybody kind of knows, like you like every like I don't know, it's like you meet publicly, you meet in a social setting or get close in a social setting, and then kind of further something privately, like you'll leave it's like you'll leave the gathering together without other people knowing. That's the energy. But even though like everybody knows that like y'all socialize, that's crazy. That's definitely 12th house energy. Like if you are not familiar with sign tree, I would definitely recommend you look that up with you and this person. It's got to be 12th house, because there's no reason to be around people and then turn around and act like it's not a thing. What is this card? Okay, so 2 cards came out. I did not want to, which is fine. We'll take the both of them. And what was I gonna say? Okay, anyway, healing love is at the bottom, right? It says this love will force you to heal all those parts of yourself you've been neglecting. You deserve healthy love. What did I say, right? We're talking about that this 12th house energy here, and that Pisces card, that intuition, that high priestess. But the main cards you have here are sexual chemistry, which listen, we're not developing that energy. It says you'll feel a powerful sexual chemistry with someone that will turn into something lasting on a deeper level. So some of you, we're talking about long term. Others of you, it's not that we're talking about long term. We're talking about that transformation after you interacting with this person, whether it's a brief fling and you kind of being completely different forever as a result of the connection, right? You have fairy tale romance, which is the original card that came out first. So this is your main energy, right? These are just kind of that healing love, sexual chemistry, are just kind of clarifiers for this. So that's beautiful, right? Fairy tale romance. This romance will feel magical, and it will be an exciting adventure and perhaps a happily ever after. So it does kind of reaffirm that like it may be this person may be it for you, but it also means that this person is definitely a step in you finding that person, right? Like there is no meeting your match, whether it's this person or not, without this stint with this person, this fling with this person, this connection, because it's going to develop you in ways that are going to prepare you for something longer lasting, again, whether it's with this person or someone else down the line. But it is going to feel like a fairy tale, which makes sense if some of you are on holiday, vacation, at the beach, like if you're doing really freedom-based, carefree summer stuff, then it is gonna feel like it's not real, like a romantic comedy or like just a romance-based movie. It's gonna feel like a fairy tale, something you'd read in a novel. Others of you, it's not that lighthearted. It could be that this intensity of that 12th house energy, that Pisces energy, really sucks you and this person in to the point where it doesn't feel like real life, because at that point you're acting from a level of spirit, right? And a deeper level of consciousness than you're used to. All right, so let me pull one from this deck, and then I will get you an advice card and wrap this baby up. But yeah, she's at a carnival on that fairy tale romance card too. So like it could be like a carnival or festival of some form where you meet this individual. What's that? And I'm glad it actually gave me a card. So this person is gonna, even if it's a fling, it's gonna feel like a love thing, because at the bottom you have courting, right? So like this person is gonna make you feel courted, whether it's real or not, right? With that fairy tale energy, even if it's not intended to be long term, it's gonna feel like it's meant to be long term, which is why it's gonna stick with you forever, right? You have this period of development towards a romantic relationship is important. This time will help you both see if marriage is in the cards. So this is kind of if you both are eternally like single, outside in the streets individuals, this connection between the two of you is going to make you both question whether or not you want to be in something more committed down the line. If you're in that fling energy, it's gonna make you question if that's the life you want to live, right? And if you've been looking for something like more committed based, this is gonna confirm that that's what you want, and it's gonna prepare you for that, whether with this person or not. And we're not developing this energy. Look, Power One, behave, okay? Because you have sexual healing, right? It says sexual energy can be used to reconnect. Let your bodies release some tension and enjoy pleasure. We are not developing that energy. Because like I said, there's a reading coming. I can't even remember what I'm gonna call it, but it's gonna be the next video. It's either gonna be up this week or next week. You'll have your time for that, but we're not developing that energy. I don't want this video to get flagged. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get you some advice. I'm gonna get you some advice, Power One. I mean, advice is really to enjoy that adult energy. Like, I'm not shaming you for that. We simply can't talk about it on this video. And we'll, like I said, we're grown here. I'll put up a video where we develop that. So obviously, Power One, you will definitely most likely be in that, like, you'll be one of those powers for sure, because it is themed around adult energy. But this we can't do it on this video because I wanted to keep it, for lack of a better term, clean. Right? But definitely explore that adult energy. Definitely be open to it and don't be afraid of it. Like I said, I'm not intending to shame you with this reading. I don't want you to like be flustered or uncomfortable because I'm handling your pile this way. It's just like I said, there's a time and a place. There's like 3 cards that wanted to come out. I don't want that many. So let me see. And 3 keep wanting to come out. So if 3 try to come out again, we'll just take all 3 and you just need a lot of advice. And that may be the case. So let me see if I can get one, please. No, okay, so always 3. All right, at the bottom you have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. So fall into my arms, right? And that looks like image of water, right? Like actually in a cave, like jumping down into like a little cave and to swim. So that may be relevant for some of you in some way. But again, the number 3 is also important to you because every time I tried to get one advice card for you, I got 3. So the first one, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community, and you do have let your friends help you. So a lot of you may be coming out of a hermit mode. That may be associated with your summer love, right? While you're becoming open to romantic connections, because you do have let your friends help you, right? You are not alone. So definitely embrace that adult energy, that physical connection, and just going out and interacting with people if that's something you haven't been doing, okay? You have another card talking about surrendering. Surrender to the sweetness, right? Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Listen, it's doubling down on that adult energy, right? Beautiful card. It is outside and water and everything. So that is beaches, waters, waterfalls, very, very relevant for you this summer, okay? But yeah, I mean, this is very similar energy to what we've been speaking to, right? Surrender to joy, to socialization, to love, right? Be open to that. And then you have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love, right? Beautiful night skies here. So you have Venus and Mars, right? Like masculine, feminine, yin, yang, combining of the energies. So beautiful for you this summer. That is all I have for you today, Power One. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, Power Two. So let's see what your summer love life is looking like. Again, it doesn't have to be this summer. It could be next summer. It could be a fling and an evolution of a connection, all the things. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I split the deck, I saw temptation, which is the devil. So very fixed, very dark, kind of obsessive energy. So we'll see what comes out of this deck. But just having that as soon as I split the deck, is kind of chaotic, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see, we'll see. You see, so I'm gonna pull hopefully 3 cards from this Psychic Tarot deck, and then I have 3 love-based Oracle decks that I would like one of each from, and then I want to get an advice card for you all from one of my other Oracle decks. So let's see how to. Beautiful. Okay, so the first card you have is Spiritual Union. That is the 2 of Cups. Look at that merging of the crown, third eye chakra as they share 1 cup. The intensity, the eye contact, it's giving kind of love at first sight. I'm trying to think of what this card is reminding me of. Hopefully it'll come to me later, but it's reminding me of some energy, but it's not, yeah, it's not, it's not summer energy, but we'll see why in a second, okay? But that's definitely happening. So maybe it's somebody you met earlier in the year, or previous year, but it doesn't feel like summer. But it's definitely lots of heart chakra energy, but I don't want to dwell on that because I don't want these to be super long. If it comes through, I'll evolve it. If not, those of you where that specific message is for, it's gonna come, like, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then we have fulfillment of wishes, right? 9 of Cups. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie though, this is giving, look at that treasure, right? It's giving like lucky, 4-leaf clover, right? Like, it's giving kind of superstitious energy. Someone that may be really big into luck, games of chance, right? Kind of like a gamble, right? A winning on a gamble, right? That's what this is giving me, these 2 cards between you and what is happening. But so far, I want to pull the last card before I commit to it. It is feeling like you POW 2. Ironically enough, your first card was the number 2. Is going to be in like a little bit of a connection this summer, whether again long term or short term. It feels like that. Let me see. And just like that, I split the deck, and you have the Ace of Cups. Love begins, confirming that for me, but that's not what I'm gonna take. Lots of emotions, lots of love, like I say love, but lots of feelings in general. Like, if you're not the type that typically it likes to feel, then I am sorry for you, POW 2, but that is the energy, right? Because then you have this 7, right? Major Arcana Triumph, right? It is winning, right? But in this deck, but it is the Chariot, which is ruled by Cancer, water energy. And also Cancer is ruled by the Moon, which is your emotions, your feelings, and whatnot. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the number 1, right? I think it's of fire, but it's the Ace of Wands. It's passion ignited. So if you're not used to feeling, there is someone that has come or that is coming this summer, next summer, whatever summer we're talking about, that's going to make you feel very, very intensely in a way that you're not used to feeling. 9 of Cups is very, it says fulfillment of wishes, but it's kind of a very self-fulfillment. It's someone that's comfortable with themselves, comfortable being with themselves, and enjoying life on their own. Well, I mean, it feels like someone's going to kind of disrupt that energy in a really good way, not in a resistant, chaotic way, just making you feel, things that you never thought you'd feel as it relates to partnerships and being with someone. It's not giving fling, right? POW 1 has some instances where it could be either way, right? Long-term, short-term. This is feeling like the beginning of something long-term, the beginning of a journey with that Chariot, right? The Chariot is on a journey. It's heading somewhere, right? Especially since you have that Ace of Wands, which is passion ignited. 2 of Cups of spiritual union. It's like an instant attraction, an instant understanding that this person could be someone that you take that journey with, feeling very lucky to find someone like this person. So let me but it is feel, but the instances is feeling like traveling, it's feeling motion based things. It could be surrounding like some kind of race, right, with the horse in the triumph, like a victory, like a race, like some type of racing. It could be like I said, journey based, like traveling, anything athletic, like it could be a sport, right? And then, like I said, all of this, like luck, it's feeling like winning, advancing in life. Like you may meet this person during a very successful period of summer, like whatever's part of summer, like when you feel like, oh yeah, I won, that's when someone may come about if they're not already around. But I do see successes and feeling good and an advancement in your life leading you to whatever that is. So whether you travel for work, you travel for fun, maybe you're gonna go to Vegas, win some money, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just feeling like someone that won, someone's feeling super lucky, someone that's feeling like they won, especially on a gamble, right? Like maybe like some betting or something like that. So that might be involved. But let me get one of each oracle card from the love-based decks, because we don't want this to be too long. But like I said, lots of passion. This is definitely going to be someone you have a lot of fun with, right? Like this is someone that you're going to do a lot of activities with, for sure. Like that's definitely going to be the root of the summer love with this person, is being very active. Okay, what is that? I didn't expect to see this, but it's interesting. So I'm going to cover little parts of her business, right? If she's eating, so, you know, food and whatnot. Okay, that's interesting, because you have common law union, and you may have a live-in relationship that is bound by love without the matrimonial rules. Okay. So like some of you may be doing a thing where you're just enjoying each other without all of the labels, even though it's understood that you are committed this summer or next summer. But like all of this moving around, it feels inside, because why do we have common law union, right? Common law union, she's in the kitchen, it's giving like in home. So I'm going to pull from the other decks to see why we have common law union. It's very formal for all that carefree energy, right? Let me see what's going on this summer for pile 2. Two cards. Okay. I think we have a little bit of clarity. So, well, what's at the bottom? First of all, what's at the bottom here? Look what's at the bottom here. I put it down without looking at it, but like fast lane. Okay, something feels different about this love. You're not afraid to charge ahead. Hopefully this love will last. So I'm gonna keep this because I want it to complement that Chariot card. So something about horses for some of you, like it's a very specific thing. Like I said, it could be simply like the rider in a Lenormand deck, like where like it's someone that's racing in very passionately, or it may literally have something to do with horses. So that's cute. I love that for you. At the bottom of this deck, you have sexual healing, which, as I told pile 1, and I was picking up on that energy, but it wasn't heavy enough for me to have to mention it in this pile, because we're going to do a separate reading for that in the next week or so. So stand by, but we're not going to develop that energy here because we don't want this video to be flagged, especially when we have to label these differently when we upload them based on the content, right? So, but you do have sexual healing. Sexual energy can be used to reconnect, let your bodies release some tension, and enjoy pleasure, okay? So I'm gonna put that down. I don't know how I forgot to take these bottoms, but I'm so glad that I remembered to go back because I love the horses here. But anyway, oh, I had already pulled these. At the bottom you have children, because I have 2. Your love life is being affected by children. So some of you may be having a thing with someone that has children, that wants children. There might be some kind, especially if you're really single in this 9 of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with someone that has children, then that may be new for you. Specific message. And then others of you, this children is just kind of like a youthful energy. Maybe you're very young, or maybe you're gonna be, it's gonna be a lot of inner child work. Like I said, lots of fun, right? With the horses, it's lots of outside racing, running, playing, right? Doing really youthful activities with this person. So like you two kind of act like children together regardless of age. And the thing that made me flip over to remember to look at the bottom is that when I grabbed these two cards that came out together, it was heart-to-heart conversations and very soon. So I was looking at that to clarify this. Wait, I didn't even pull from here yet. So I'm going to pull from here because I reset that deck, but why is it at the bottom? I didn't even pull from that deck yet. So we're going to go back. We're going to pull from this deck, but that energy clearly wants to be read. I was trying to clarify this common law union with heart-to-heart conversations and very soon, and it's making me feel like a lot of you are entering a very serious connection with this Two of Cups person. It's interesting that you have children at the bottom. Like this is the person that you may have children with, or they may have children, or you may have children, but it feels like this summer is very serious for you romantically. Like it's not gonna be it doesn't feel like a fling, I'm not gonna lie. It feels fun. It feels very fun, right? Lots of fun, but it's like a fast track to marriage. Like you know, whether or not you get married on paper, this is someone you're gonna move in very quickly with fast lane, and very soon. Like this is the person that I could see you committing to very, very quickly, whether you thought you would or not. And that was why I started flipping all the decks over to see what was going on. But this deck is not, I haven't done this one yet, so we have to start over with this one. But that sexual healing message wanted to be there. Yeah, very, very serious. You may be this may be my more mature pile. Like this may be a pile where you're at a certain age, you know what you do and don't like in a partner, so it moves very quickly. Because that's what I'm getting from you, like a very quick commitment. Like you meet this person at the beginning of summer, and by the end of summer, you're moved in together. You know what I mean? Or at least behaving like a couple that lives together. So let me pull this one from this deck and see what else we got. Yeah, very serious. Someone that you talk to on a level that you've never talked to someone before. And just like that, the card that came from this deck, explore. Take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's inner thoughts. What did I just say? And I love that because triumph, fast lane, like, and this is a couple on a motorcycle, or is that a regular bike? Can't tell, but it's still transportation, riding together in the sunset, right? Love that for you. And then you have main attraction. Someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star. You are the center of attention. So someone that really hyperfixates on you, recognizes that you're the type of person that they want in their life, with no room to be looking at other people. There's no desire to explore other options. Like the only exploration happening is you. That's the only thing that they're worried about. Like this is a person that is hyper fixated on you, knows that they want you. Very, very serious energy. So hopefully you're ready for that, pile too. So let me pull from the Starseed Oracle so I can tell you how to maneuver this energy. Like I said, it could be scary if you weren't expecting this type of energy, but it feels good. It feels positive. It's good energy. This is something that you may not even realize you wanted, right? So let's see. Love that. Ha ha ha. And honestly, I am getting a little bit of energy with children. So like if you want children, or if you like children, or like, you know what I mean? Like whether you have them or not, or this person has them or not, children are somewhat of a theme. Not for everyone here. Like I said, there's the half where we're talking about actual children and the conversation around them. And then there's the other half of you where you're like exploring your inner child with this person, right? Because the card you got for your advice is baby steps, right? So we're talking about babies, we're talking about children. So I took it literally, but there's also the side where it's not literal, right? Baby steps is also fast lane, you know, very soon. If it's moving too quickly with you, obviously communicate that to your person. but also don't be afraid. It says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. You don't have to consciously understand where things are headed. You don't have to consciously have a plan. Sometimes it's fine just to feel through situations. Okay, sometimes you can move because of a feeling. You don't have to always think logically. You can feel through a situation, especially matters of the heart and connections like this, right? Because again, fast lane, explore, it is very fast paced pile, and I didn't realize it until I pulled your advice card, but it is telling you not to hesitate, not to fumble this connection, not to get in your own way. Okay, so baby steps, right? Just take it one step at a time. It doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to be completely certain. Just feel through it, and everything will fall into place as it should. Okay, so that's your advice. Now let me see what's at the bottom, because we'll take it. Beautiful. Star family. So we're talking about family, kids, if that's a thing for you, right? But it also says you're part of a team of souls calling support. That's support of your family, support of your friends, whatever your religious background is, whatever your spirituality, call in your spirit guides, your ancestors, pray, whatever it is that you do for spiritual comfort, just so that you can feel comfortable and know that you are not alone in that. You are supported in your decisions, your actions, and the things that you're doing in this journey called life, okay? So, love that for you, pal 2. That is all I have for you today. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile 3, let's look into what's going on this summer, next summer, whatever summer for you in love. Okay, we're gonna pull 3 cards from the Psychic Tarot, and then I'm gonna pull one from each of those 3 love-based oracle decks that I have, and then I'm gonna pull some advice for you at the end. So let's see what's going on, whether it's a fling, whether it's like a committed thing, an evolution of a thing, you know, like I said, new, old, whatever comes up, that is what we're going to talk about and how it's going to affect your love life this summer. So let's see, pile 3, what do we got here? Okay, I almost wanted those, but we're going to keep shuffling. Goodness. Okay. I have 3 cards that came out together, and then the bottom, and like they all just kind of flop. So we're gonna just take this thing here, right? Okay, so pile 3, you've got at the bottom the 2 of, I think this is swords. Yes, it's definitely swords. The waiting game. So time passing, during a connection, after a connection, whether this is someone that you're waiting for, that's waiting for you, someone that you're developing something with, have been for some time, but it is a bit stagnant. It's a bit stagnant. Something in this connection, right? We're gonna see what to do and where we're going, because you got 2 major arcana that jumped out. You have the Fool in reversed, right? That stuck energy of new beginnings. It's like not being open to new love because we're waiting, we're stuck, we're sitting here, right? We're stagnant. And then we have this 3 of Swords, which is heartache and loss, which is the pain of likely the stagnation of that connection, whether it ended, whether it didn't, whether we're hoping somebody comes back. Regardless, we have here the number 11, which is the Justice. In this deck, it's called Balance in reverse. So what is going on, pile 3? Oh, wait, this is the 2 of Wands. I'm so sorry. This is not 2 of Swords. This is 2 of Wands. And then you have the Death transformation. I was clearly meant to make that error so that we could see this Death transformation. So this waiting game is the 2 of Wands. So that's potential, right? We're waiting for a perfect moment. We're waiting for an opportunity. We're developing something here. This is where we're planting seeds, which is good because we have that transformation, because right now we need it, right? We're stuck, we're stagnant. We got new beginnings in reverse. We've got balance in the reverse. You know, we're wallowing in misery in that 3 of Swords. We're getting out of this energy right here, okay? And it's going to be fine. I promise. It's just right now it seems it seems, pile 3, that you're stuck, that you're not really open to something new. It seems like you're really fixated on a past connection, right? And I don't mean like someone that you just met, that you have a crush on, that you're waiting on to talk to you. This is some trauma from a connection, like something that would have been a little more long term, right? Something that you would have had a deep attachment to, not someone new, right? Not someone new. Definitely not, because of the whole timeline of it all, right? Because it's showing the mourning, the grieving of a version of yourself that lived and reveled in a certain type of connection that needs to heal, right? So let me pull from each of these cards to see, because right now we're blind, waiting for something. Now I do see for some of you already, before I even pull, this energy of you cutting you, the heartache and loss, right? That 3 of Swords in the middle of balance and new beginnings, where they're stuck and stagnant. It's almost like you're waiting for someone to come in to help you move forward, like, right? Like someone to kind of distract yourself with, and we'll see. But there's lots of potential with that 2 of Swords. That waiting game, like I want to see what we're waiting for. Okay. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. What I just said. So it's giving like that's what you want. Like you want fun. You're tired of waiting. You're tired of just like waiting for seeds to plant. Like you're tired of like pain and the things associated with it. Just so we're clear. So before I show you the bottom, new beginnings, that's the Fool, which is ruled by Aquarius, right? A different approach. It's like innovation energy. And then you have balance, which is justice. That's ruled by Libra. So two air signs, right? But justice, Libra, that 7th house energy of commitment and whatnot. So it's like you're tired of waiting for like a commitment. You're tired of being super serious in a relationship. So like that new beginnings, that resistant to that is almost like, I don't want to start a new relationship. I want to go out and enjoy my life. I don't want to constantly end up in heartache and loss, right? Like I don't always want to set myself up for failure by expecting more than someone else may be available for, right? So waiting for something serious, like I need to go out and enjoy things. So that's the space you're stepping into, pile 3. So what is at the bottom? Romantic feelings, right? It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it's like getting too invested emotionally too early in connections, or just pursuing serious connections to the point where you're just over it for right now. Like right now you just want to go out and play and have fun, right? Like if you're dating, it's dating for fun, not for commitment, if that makes sense. So that's what your summer themes are surrounded by, especially if you're like if you're tired of wallowing, if you've been wallowing and you're going outside simply to fake it, like if you're doing a fake it till you make it playfulness, I mean, do whatever it is you need to do to feel how you want to feel, right? To experience what it is you want to experience in this life. So let's pull from the more. But I do see you stepping into that energy, and romantic feelings is making me feel like you're gonna find someone or some people, must be the truth, to do that with. Okay. This is a loaded pile. It's hard to make it short. Okay. So you have family and friends, right? The support of family and friends may help strengthen this connection. So one, this is, if some of you here are not interested in romance at all, some of you are here not in any capacity, you just want to enjoy summer with your friends, with your family, like trips, like, girl trips, guy trips, whatever it is, you just want to hang out with your friends, and that's fine. You do not have to be open to romance. It's not your thing. It's not your thing, right? Others of you, it is an energy of meeting someone through your family and friends, like, or the evolution of a friendship connection, like someone that in your friendship group that like you may start to do the romance thing with this summer, right? But because it's a friend, it's kind of a there's a lot coming through. I'm sorry. Some of you are literally waiting on one of your friends. Like there's some kind of romantic feelings associated with one of your friends that you're trying to like wait it out for. That's up to you. There's those of you that are meeting people through your social circle. There's those of you that are not waiting, that are just kind of doing the friends with benefits thing while being emotionally detached because you genuinely don't want to do the heartbreak thing again. Now that said, at the bottom you have third party. There's something or someone that is affecting your relationship. It's time to address it. And it's making me feel like, ooh, okay, this is my little scandalous pile. There's usually one of those. So some of you third party, it is that you're entertaining someone or more than one person right now while being emotionally invested in someone else, right? Or vice versa, right? You're entertaining someone that's emotionally invested in someone else and it's causing you deep trauma. Then you also have those of you that are having like a friends with benefits thing. They know what it is. It's not that you're dating, that it's literally a friends with benefits situation because you're emotionally unavailable, because you're waiting it out for someone else, or you're waiting it out to heal from someone else, or flip it, it's them that's doing that. Yeah, let me pull from this other deck to see, because it's a lot. There's a lot of people involved here, right? There's a lot of people, there's a lot of opinions involved in this summer thing. Like it's something about this pile is very, very public. Like family, friends, everybody can see, everybody knows, everybody's discussing, everybody's talking, everybody has an opinion. Something about this pile feels that way. This is not a light-hearted pile. So I had a pile that was a little bit of a fling energy that also had some committal energy. Then I had a really committed pile that didn't feel fling like at all. And now I have this deeply traumatized group of you that, and I'm not laughing at you. I'm just trying to understand what's going on. Okay, rocky start. Rocky starts can lead to happy endings. You'll have to decide if it's worth the fight. The choice will be yours. That's what this chaos is. Okay, I got you. So pile 3, all of this energy is past baggage. Period, the end. Whether you're living it currently or going to be living it, the beginning stages of whatever this connection is, where you're kind of out, living your life, having flings with no attachments, and you finally meet somebody, like this is all trauma from previous connections that you're kind of still living in, or that this person's still living in, that needs to just clear, aka rocky start, before you can move forward. Like it seems like one or both of you, if this is a specific person, is dealing with a lot of energy from at least one specific ex. It has to be a specific ex, because like you don't carry this kind of trauma around from like random flings, right? It had to be a very specific person that broke your or this person's heart with that 3 of swords, because again, third party, and at the bottom here you have love triangle. So you're kind of projecting onto each other your past issues and love. So it's kind of chaotic, and then there's other people involved, family and friends, comments, like, but it's rocky start. It's not, it doesn't have to be that way, right? You have playfulness here. There's a lot of potential, right? You do have the Justice card, which is Libra, which is ruled by Venus. It's just in reverse. It's off balance, right? So you can flip that up. You can flip that around with this connection if that's what you want, okay? So I'm definitely gonna pull some advice. I have to, because that's the kind of pile that this is. But yeah, I mean, your summer fling, there is fun. I don't want you to feel like it's super serious, it's super chaotic. If anything, it's more fun than anything. Like a lot of you here, it may just be surface level. It's feeling like surface level because you and or this person is so guarded. So you're not open to exploring your feelings. It's just like, oh, let's just do the adult thing, which I'm not allowed to say that word in this reading. I'm not sure if I am, at least. There's the let's go out and hang out. Let's go do this thing, let's go on this day. Like it's all surface level without having to feel for one another, because you're either both or one of you is still tied in energetically with a past person, okay? Or some past energies related to past people. Because like the third party doesn't have to be the literal person itself. It can be a person that you're not invested in anymore, or that they're not invested anymore, but you're still carrying around the distrust, right? That energy, that fear, those memories of what happened in that connection, and expecting it to repeat with someone else, right? Like basically projecting that on to you or them. I want to pull from this oracle deck so we can see how you should proceed this summer in love. This pile seems to lack the ability to be vulnerable, whether it's you, this person, or both of you. That's what's happening here. It's feeling like you may, when I say you, I mean you or this person or both. You may be blocking your own ability to have fun and to enjoy whatever connection this is, whether it's a fling, whether it's something that is going to develop into something more serious, because you're so hyper fixated on past occurrences, past instances, and the energy that you're bringing into the present day from that. So let me get, what do we have here? Okay, you might have wanted to pick one of the other piles, which is interesting because they're all very, very different. You have Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, call and support. Now, I'm not going to lie, family and friends, this is saying, you can rely on other people to help you, to support you, especially if you're in a deep state of depression, because some of these cards are instances of someone that may need some counseling, may need a little bit of therapy, right, to help heal from past situations and energies. There's no shame in that, right? We all need support from time to time. So if you feel like you need that kind of support, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to family, friends, professionals to help you get where you need to be so that you can pursue the things that you want to pursue, right? So that you can kind of feel and enjoy at the level that you would like to without that fear, right? But also definitely reach out to your spirit guides, ancestors, whatever your spiritual journey is, whatever spiritual support system you rely on, definitely engage. But just know that you have family and friends around you as well that are willing to support you. And that also talks about being open to new connections and new people, and evolving your connections, right? Because if you have a fling with no emotions attached at all, like not even a friendship, like you don't even care about this person as a friend, I don't know that that's healthy, right? You can open up a little more. You can at least, as long as there's a mature set understanding of the situation, there's no reason to completely block somebody out, like to not even be close to your friends, right? Because what is a friendship if you're not there for one another emotionally? There's no emotional attachment to your friendships, right? So at the bottom, this is a new card. I've never seen this one before. Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song. Frequency of sound. Diving deep. Ooh, I love that. So it literally says to share, right? Talk to whoever you need to talk to. Open up to the people that you're engaging. Like if you have a person that you're trying to start something with, even if it's a rocky start, be open with them. Be honest about your feelings. Be honest about your traumas. Make it very clear to them that you're healing as you pursue this, so that they can know where you are and where you stand with them, right? So, but definitely share your song. Frequency of sound therapy, sound healing may be something you can get into. Maybe you love music a lot. Music may be very healing for you, but it also talks about diving deep and addressing these feelings within yourself, and also, like I said, sharing them with other people, okay? So that is all I have for you today, Pile 3. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.